maybe you should have changed the vetoes, or if the adjustments are well and truly in.
Find out. Our players are loaded, our stage is set. It's time to rock and roll. The penultimate match of this superb Saturday here at Champs. We start things off on Vault. Can't wait to get back to the dealership. But again, for Protocol and Hacienda, those were all Heretics' first time round. Into the Vault we go. Map number 1. Elimination matchup. Here we go.
And who are the observers thinking? Who do you go on board with first? Why not? Rookie of the Year, Rancor. See if he can get anything going downrange. His teammates dominating the catwalk, but it looks like you're going to be going for the pinches. All bases covered. Abuza there for 2 in the feed. It is trades left and right. Ultimately, Surge come out on top.
Yeah, lovely trades again, fast ones. Not gonna let anyone breathe away from this one. Surge, opening time going their way. Plenty of Heretics players here to contest to get these kills. That's it, right back in we go. 3 dead, off, rip. 04, the only man forward here for Surge.
Awkward timing, Super lets a guy pass. 04 is gonna be in the top hallway, and well, unfortunately for Super, he's gonna fall by his hand. Either way, bounce back is in. Time being collected, and while 04 gives you 2, time still towards Miami. Force those spawns though in rotation. Vancouver for the moment have it. Rancor looking to strike, and he ain't wasting no time.
Not at all, couple of kills here, the 5th in a row. Lovely work with the aims towards P2. The white arrows of the Miami Heretics swarming all over it.
Yeah, ripping and roaring. That is a very quick P2 break and already initial time. And well, Miami on Vault right now, looking to make amends. So far, so good. And Rancor, unfortunately for him, a player's gotten past, but if he's still alive, you're not going to doubt him.
There we go, still watching that back line. No tags. Oh, the sneaky Neptune. He's not going to be able to enter from the rear. Oh, hey, yo, big kills and a net. That's the break.
Yeah, that's that small mishap, right? A little bit of a miscommunication or letting a player through. So the 5 spree looks great, but now the time not going to be going your way. Got to clean these up and get the buttons going here on Vault. As right now, 04 looking to get that flow state going. His POV, always good.
Man, that was a lovely bit of damage on the way out. Now looking for the break again, but Neptune's going to stay alive, and he's going to try to take the player, making their way in through the backside of the time. That's going to be another break. Heretics with a little bit of scrap to thrive off of here. He's going to maintain that lead, and as Abuza falls, the player spawns up right on him, but 04! Keeping the fight alive at P2 scrap.
Yeah, going to be keeping him trapped back. Look at all 4 players on the minimap from Miami. No presence or pressure right now over towards P3. You're going to have Neptune. Initial time inside of the hill. They lose the middle of the map, but they still got the time.
Yeah, P3 can be a very mixy hard point. Not easy to get a lot of time on it, but some of the best teams are very good at doing so. Still keeping an eye on that left-hand side spawns. Vancouver Surge. 2 problems to deal with right now on 04. Trying to help out, but Rancor, what a shot.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of keep away right now, and now Abuza should be able to get a little bit of his time, so ultimately Vancouver on top of things for P3, but as Heretics strip it away, frankly, the final 30, Heretics, 2 players, the opportunity to flip, number 2 spawning out, this is when he hit the go button.
Oh, nasty, keeping the spree alive, halfway towards a Hellstorm, and what a spot this is, Real. Fantastic reactions, gets the kill, keeps the lead going up, Metal's there from Statue, 3 dead. Back to the drawing board, Vancouver.
Yeah, this is a massive moment. You got everything covered. You got Metal set up on the statue, Real posted top art, number 6, Rancor, going to be the collector of the initial time, and everybody from Vancouver very far away. A 20-point gap as the money hill pops. An opportunity for Heretics to start to run away with this game.
Yeah, so we're trying to cash in on this superb hardpoint. Rancor at 10-5 again. What a tournament he is having. His debut here at Champs. And over to Real. Can he find a second? Nasty wants the challenge. He's here for the fight, and he gets it. Lovely work now towards time. You've got a little bit more space to work with, but you're running out the numbers once again, Surge.
Yeah, still a lovely moment for Real. Might not get the second kill, but he's just slowing him down. And now Vancouver, there's really no routes on the map they can work with. 04 going to open up the back, but he tried to go through the front. Rancor there to cut you down. 04 traded out, and Abuza, last man standing, gives you 2. But the trades are in, and the time remains secure for Heretics. Not quite a perfect full 60, but not far from it. They go into that hill up 20. They're going to walk away from it up 70. They're making amends on Vault.
Absolutely. All that cash goes right into El Banco. Massive lead right now for the Heretics here on Vault. Not the way things went the first time round, but that's going to be that. The first hard point set now complete. Set number 2 begins again. Back towards the center of the map, back towards P1.
Yeah, what a treat. Real has been a spectacle as POV, always on point. Great tags, great damage, great kills, and now you're going to slow him down even more. Neptune, food for fodder. That is 3 in the feed, and Real in prime position. Get this singular trade and continue to spawn kill.
And he is roaring, man. A couple more here to his name. 5 in a row. Here comes Neptune. Looking for 6 as Real, armed to the teeth. P1 still ticking away there for the Heretics. Damage all over the place. Still rocking and rolling for the Heretics. Let's go for a listen in.
Vete, vete. Vale, vale, voy.
Voy a jugar con esto, somos los 20.
Está tú a la derecha, hay otro cat. Colados por la izquierda, colados por la izquierda.
Cat muerto, chaval, otro cat, otro más capa, yo.
Sigo arriba, sí.
Doble sin el scrap, otro.
¿Qué hace el de doble?
No sé,
Son dos. Hay uno push al lobby, ¿vale?
Vale, me estoy
Escúchame,
por la izquierda.
tengo racha, pillar el cat y el medio.
Me cola por la izquierda, me cola por la
Te he
izquierda.
escuchado.
Estoy
Vamos,
haciendo
doble sin el scrap, sí, sí, lo
¿Me ha
tengo.
visto? Abajo de Dios, Neptune, vamos a fondo, vamos a fondo. Sí, sí, sí.
Muerto uno cat.
Vale, otro más en pivo no ball, otro fondo de Dior y el otro en punto. Están ball, creo, están ball, chavales.
Y fondo negro.
Son dos puntos, chavales. Dos Cactor y punto. Y otro en el pico.
Gol muerto, otro más palmera y punto. Ha salido Cali, ¿no?
Está en el tema, Chema.
Primera palmera del punto club.
Primera palmera, no
Está topado. No, no hace nada un medio, no hace su
A la derecha, punto.
de cara, Nazi.
Voy yo por banda, aguantar, me meto yo. Holdear, 20 segundos.
Que viene cara. Dios, Cata arriba, busca con el medio Moni.
Tengo el medio, Chema.
Narci, Cata, busca. Izquierda, abajo, piscina 3. Le va a la derecha, dos derecha. Palmera.
Muerto uno.
Son como
Toma, muerta.
Falta uno, es el último.
Arriba el cat toca, es el último.
Vale, escuchadme, va abajo, Buena Chema. Vale, me lanzan a mí. Chema, aguántate el medio. Aguántate el medio.
Cat arriba, salta P1. Nep.
Sumar uno en cara. Vale, ya está, sí, falta uno del medio.
Sumar de cara, tengo el medio
Estoy
entero.
Dior, ¿vale?
Vale.
Arriba Gucci, Narci.
Vale. Me tengo el bol.
Fue pinchar
Tenis hay
sí.
Gucci,
Pinché el bol, tranqui. Si pinchas
Arriba Gucci sigue.
en medio, ¿verdad?
Sigas hay Gucci,
Sí, tranqui.
Es doble, Chema. Va para el conector ahora, conector, Chema. Son dos,
Saca un poco de
Otra vez
Dior.
conector,
Vale, tengo la Gucci, tengo la Gucci.
Vale, tenemos uno Dior, chavales.
Vale, está choneado. Voy a ir contigo, Super, dame un
Voy a
segundo.
jugar yo por el de Dior.
Son dos, uno Gucci y uno punto.
Ir
Uno
al
Gucci y
punto,
uno
ir al
punto.
punto, chavales, ir al
Sí,
punto.
juega al punto.
El de Dior sigue vivo,
El punto no lo veo, bro.
Punto. Ese era el de Dior, ese era el de Dior.
Área Gucci, León y Gucci.
Bueno, son buenos pintas.
Vale, al medio,
Marenko, El Grande Asesino. What an unbelievable string of kills, and the hard point still looking great for the Heretics.
And it sounds like poetry to me. You can see in their gameplay how good their comms actually are, but if there's any moment for Vancouver to get back in this game, it is right here, right now. Abuza inside the time, every one of his teammates in prime position.
Yeah, this is perfect. You have to find the opening wave of kills. Neptune, bottom up, reposition, still trusting the boys. There we go. Keeping it even for now. Metals finds a window. Neptune slams it shut. That's the hold continues.
And Real cut down as well on the outside. They get everything covered. That is the first wave completely stuffed. The time has been perfect. Here's round two.
Incoming the second wave of Heretics players. They strike first. Right flank. Whoa! 0-4. That is unbelievable. 3 dead. The second wave. Is it going to be effective? Rancor pumps the brakes. Still alive and kicking.
That is beautiful work. Rancor heads up there on the gameplay, but as the comeback might well and truly be in, how about a listening with Vancouver Surge?
Go. I'm pushing. I'm inside, on the right. Team1, season. One more on the right.
P2 truck in.
I'm out left. I'm out left.
One maybe just one out. Yeah, one net. I like him twice.
Yeah, I'm out front goal. I'm waiting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm saying line. I'm going out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go top cat on me. One HP top cat.
Watch out.
I think twice.
He's playing for you hard.
He's on time now.
Rise up, Bar.
I'm waiting. He's
That's one
counting
here.
somewhere.
That's one goal.
You want to go right? I'm going right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
Not
vigilant.
wrinkle.
Set him open. Where'd you get? I'm here.
I need to
Wrinkle.
put your line.
Just go.
I'm trying.
Yeah, go.
Open the bullet. Metals. Watch out.
Team once again.
Two open, guys.
No.
Yo, listen, bang the line. Fuck going out.
Yeah,
Keep going out. They keep going wide. Let's go together. Come.
One behind me.
Dead.
Just move.
Outside the crew.
Bang. One shot line. Super. He went close. Top guy.
You didn't jump down.
He went new. Watch the bar.
Cat it. One more cat. One more.
Alright.
Where we spawn?
That's fine.
Anybody, P2 check on you. Sit down. Dead.
Nice. They're spawning out.
I'm out blocking.
Let's go. I'm out cat. Yeah, I'm out cat.
Get away.
Yeah, all the way.
He's in the pool.
Right. Watch out right.
Line on me. Bomb over dead. Both.
Go right. Last guy's right.
I'm blocking.
Yo, don't die. Play safe. Go.
Yo, he crossed gold on you. Go.
Okay. I'm in the corner.
I'm playing front. Where do you have, Bar?
You have the back here.
He's out. Let's go right
We're missing one.
Yeah, so mission on the back.
Yes.
I spawn side hill.
Don't see him on the
Blocking
back.
somewhere.
Yeah, I'm broken.
P2 tech, twice. P2 one HP. One light.
No, he's front.
That's it, I need meter.
Do the Semtex maybe. I spawn front. Hey guys, spawn front. Wait.
From my push. You
On top, middle's weak.
Go.
Lights.
Go slide.
Lights real. One shot.
Needs.
He's close right.
Go, Johnny, go.
Unbelievable listening. They had the information. They knew where Rancor was. They didn't listen for a single moment, and Rancor pops a three-piece, a devastating moment. And now left side spawns. Well, Super's got the arc control and the P3 that is impossible to collect. Vancouver, it is a desperation effort from this point on.
Oh, nearly the big old pick up there, but once again 0-4. Fantastic play on the individual front. The other side of it, Rancor now fighting forward. Neptune leaves a present for him. Medals now through the open street, trying to keep that hard point in the Heretics' hands, and it's looking good. A hail of aims fire is going to get him towards time. Super, just let the player get by.
Yeah, we're making mistakes, and that's the guy. He kills the guy out of hill. A moment of a mishap, and 0-4 gunning players down.
It might have just hit the fan. We're about to find out, though, folks. Heretics have still got control of the left-hand side of the minimap, but the numbers are starting to get thin. Rancor, what a corner! What a two-piece, and that could be it.
Every time you need Rancor to deliver, he does exactly that. But on P3, Vancouver Surge fought tooth and nail. They are right back in this game.
Final few moments now towards that final point. Rancor with a sweet bit of time.
And you get one good push to make this happen. We're tripling up on the top side of the map.
40th kill, looking for number 41. There it is, traded out immediately. Top side of the map, here comes the attack from Surge. Do they have the long-range guns? Do they have the hit points to stay in the fight? They've got to get going now.
I mean, you got to win the gunfight. He's trying to get through. Nasty backing him down. There's the open lane. Abuja finds the pick, and now you're surging on in.
Here we go, Rialdo taking a huge amount of pressure. He's down and out. 2 dead. Next man on the inside. Medals finds one. The next few down. It's in. Surge. Survive.
Now they have the control. Now you got to hold on. You get the trades on Super. You get the trades on Real, and you have cleaned your house. And now the table has turned. Heretics, they have to flood in, and they get one break attempt.
About turn guns. Nasty from upstairs. 0-4 back door. Coverage good. Towards the front, one man there from the Heretics gets in, and it's a big one from Super. Finds time, and they wanted to commit. Abuja! What a kill! It's still going. Medals is in. Contest. Medals. Nasty! I don't believe it! In the dying seconds of an unbelievable hardpoint, Vancouver Surge break the unbreakable.
And Miles, it happened in a very different fashion. But exactly as the first series went, Vancouver find a way to get the vault hardpoint win. And literally, the final tick rolling through. If there was an extra second of contest time rolling in, you go to P1. Heretics have this set up, and Heretics likely walk away with that game. Instead, the Rancor 43-23 performance wasted. Not matter at all. 0-4 was there to match them, but down the line, Vancouver Surge putting in a serious amount of work.
I mean, strong objective play there from Abuja and Neptune. We heard that listening. They were so heads up, so aware of everything the Heretics were trying to pull. This is the final few moments, folks. Again, the setup was ideal for both teams. Breaks on breaks.
Yeah, I love the patience, too. You had guys like Abuja waiting so long before the teammates could get grouped together to actually make your impact in the time. They handle it to a T. Then they clean house and win every gunfight, but somehow Super and Medals all spawn, find their way to sneak in, and I don't know how they're picking up the extra kills. They certainly made it mixy, but ultimately, you got the back spawns, you got the presence, you have the extra men.
Going for his backdoor kill here was great. I mean, you get a couple of players up close. It's Super. Manages to make entry through the front door. That slide kill is unbelievable. The two-piece here was never going to happen, but Abuja, ridiculous from him. After that, the last two Heretics members right through the front door, and an unfortunate spot to be in, but it's Nasty with the iron on his hip, absolutely laying waste. And it was the final second, the final tick. We see it rarely in Call of Duty, but they gamble upon it there. Not going to play for the P1 break. They soak away that final magical second, and the invisible time goes their way. Wow, what a hard point.
Yeah, and look at the comeback, too. Quite literally from the opening break, Miami Heretics had the lead until the final few moments. Vancouver Surge, that is exactly what you need. The way this tournament has played out, every team that looks like they have the hot hand do, and they maintain it. Every single team that has been faltering continue to falter. Vancouver Surge, you can't afford to go down against a team like this. Miami Heretics have been on form. They needed the map won. They absolutely got it.
We saw there in the game flow, the perfect drop off. The Heretics unable to get into the second P4, the second art building. That was immaculate gameplay there out of Vancouver. Literally perfect.
And even for the listening that we had, the moment where Abuz is calling out Rancor, his teammates slipped up, they thought they got the kill. You mess up for a brief moment, Rancor pops 3, the P2 gets obliterated. But at the same time, we heard Nasty in the comms, like downloading the adjustments Miami Heretics were making. He's like, hey, this is how they're doing it. Stop swinging out left. We don't need to play our standard game. Here's the adjustment. Fill in the line and start running it down. And they're calculating again. Nasty's starting into a bit of a veteran presence right now, working with a young and fresh team. They're really dialed in that moment. Looking over towards the S&D right now. Well, Nasty, it has been his game mode. Nearly a kill per round is outstanding. His opening duel is incredible. And I know him and Rancor, they've been taking turns in the first blood battle. Rancor is one of the best ARs in the game.
Absolutely. The clutch is there. It may look impressive. That was only a single digit separating the two of them. So very, very comparable performance-wise when it comes to this search and destroy. Of course, though, we go to Dealership. Dealership the second time.
Run it back.
Seeing these two teams play after day one. And this one is going to be fun, folks. We're going deep into the night here in Ontario. Search and destroy Dealership on its way. Both our teams have come to play.
And Vancouver Surge have shown they're making these adjustments in the middle of maps. They're making these adjustments in the month-long break we had from DreamHack to this tournament. Now we're going to find out if they can adjust against Miami on this map in a matter of days. Heretics beat them 6-4 the last time they squared up. Surge looking for revenge. And of course for Miami, multiple top 4 placements this year. They're looking for something a little bit better.
Heretics will attack first. We see Metals with that bomb in hand. We're going towards the B-bomb site. Plenty of space here for Vancouver to immediately swing and get themselves involved here. Dealership. Oh boy, what an electrifying map this has been. A late addition to the competitive Call of Duty world, and already off to a spicy start.
Yeah, try playing on this map without a trophy every single day. Getting tattered up, 3 trades rolling through. Actually, a team kill forced in 3v3.
Whoa, it's still going. 2v2. Rancor's going to slow this down as much as he possibly can. Vancouver Surge still attack the site, different angle.
AR battle, and it's the rookies from Miami looking to clutch.
They managed to escape. Oh boy, without anyone knowing otherwise. Abuza now pokes forward, trying to find the intel, gets it. Nasty from the window. And Abuza, oh, lying in wait. The patient play. Has he spotted them again? He has not this time. So Heretics free roam across the map.
This is mind games. Vancouver Surge, do you make the read? Middle of the map covered by Abuza.
Abuza's got middle map. Abuza can't get the next, and the damage dealt though. Nasty on the quick pickup. Surge take the first.
Yeah, Heretics thinking a little bit too much in that moment, and Vancouver Surge, faith in their setup. You know, if you're roaming towards the middle of the map, you can be quick to jump over towards either site. And the teamwork clearly there. Efficiency. And a big strike first. Nasty continues in the comms to deliver.
Right place as well. There's a lot of tight corners to play here on Dealership. Not the easiest place to pick up trades from, that central office space, but he maneuvers very, very quickly. As soon as that red dot appears, time to get the party started. Round 2.
Rancor's got to dodge him. Yeah, and Rancor backs out. Nade's going to open up a little bit of space towards the middle of the map. They were looking for the pick that they do not find. Utility expended. And not too much value, but now Abuza's clean space. Pushed out past the A site. It is wide open and free for the tanking. 0-4 not wasting any time. Bomb down, a pure 4 versus 4.
There are 2 cars yet to explode over by the A-bomb site. Abuza not near one of them. That smoldering wreckage will be a safe place to play from for a second longer, but 0-4 takes the top off of Metals, and now Nasty at range. Wait a minute, the fight is coming to him. Real, the dance is on. Nasty got moves of his own, but Real's got 2 on the round. Super Friends, another of the last man alive is Neptune, 25 on the clock. Hold your breath. There it is. Diffuse underway as well. Plenty of time to get that one done. Heretics strike back.
Not a single player hopping that bomb either. They knew Neptune was going to be posted up in some corner. Wait for him to pop out and do not give him a clutch opportunity. That was a pure 4 versus 4, and Heretics walk away with 3 men standing. I think Real and his dance moves really the highest impact moment there of that round.
Yeah, you're ripping through what few rounds these players have to get kills, especially at that kind of close range. Any opportunity to burn the clock in that regard. And again, what we saw from Neptune early in the round, burning through the inventory of the Heretics players, sliding out towards those B double doors, just managing to eat a stun or two. There's tons of information, but again, on a map like Dealership, you're able to go from A to B relatively quickly.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, something going on maybe with the audio of the Heretics players. We see Super sort of fiddling around just a little bit with the mix amp. And Super, the only player at this tournament playing from Toronto. It's huge back, but as long as you're connected and still wired in, you can handle it.
Yeah, he's far out. The latency's pretty good, though. It's pretty good. We get that audio issue sorted ASAP. The game has been paused, so don't worry, folks, you're not missing anything. We thank you again for coming. What a tournament this has been. Across the board, though, Super, what a fantastic round he had. He's sitting at 3-1. Real 3-0 so far. Rencor again, our Rookie of the Year. A standout tournament from that young man. Same for the Surge boys on the other side. Still getting this problem solved. Chance, anything you loved in the first two rounds?
Just loving the gameplay. Right now, these two teams clearly on point, clearly have done their homework and bringing their A game. Any small mishaps we've had on the hard point, immediately making amends for them. So it's just high-level COD. This has been a tournament that has, I don't know, both surpassed and under-delivered on expectations, depending on what direction you want to go, depending on what team you are a fan of. But make no mistake, it has been unforgettable. A chance to be remembered.
We wanted the upsets on day one, or we usually get the upsets on day one, but hey, 2 and 3 have delivered as well. Unbelievable. Wow. Almost ready to go, folks. Making sure that everyone is absolutely hot to trot and ready to go. We want as much of a level playing field as possible here at the end of the 2025 season. 0-4 in his 3rd year of professional COD. 3rd? 4th? 2nd? Wow, 2nd year. Thanks, Chance. Kept me hanging there. It really be your own, Champs. It really be your own.
Like, right? I'm not crazy.
2nd year?
I've been saying sophomores for a Booze and 04 at time to time. Rookie season together. If I'm wrong on
Man,
that, that's crazy.
he's not been around too long. What a stamp he has made on the scene. A few more moments, folks. I know what you're thinking. Where's the tech delay music? We've trained you very well. A Pavlovian response from our fans online as we get this set up ASAP. There it is, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Quick look at the bracket while we get things ready to go once again, folks. If you have just joined us, Vancouver Surge dropped by 1. Boston Breach after a whooping from Optic Texas in the winners finals. They'll be waiting for the winner of this one. We'll play that later on today. Optic, of course, have managed to find themselves in back-to-back Champs Grand Finals. That wasn't on many people's bingo cards. Although for the Optic fans who have been huffing copium all year long, well done. It might have finally paid off. But for now, yeah, Surge up by 1. We're 1-1 in the Search and Destroy as well.
And just to acknowledge it, it was when LAT and Atlanta ended up in losers round 1, the community started to acknowledge we have never seen a champs winner make it from losers and go all the way through. Vancouver Surge do have that opportunity before them. It would be quite the run if they make it happen. They would have to get revenge on multiple teams to get there. Heretics, the current task in front of them. A very spicy vault we just had, but 0-4, quite literally the chillest dude we have in the league. He's comfortable in these moments. We've seen nerves get to quite a few players in the league. I've never seen 0-4 break a sweat.
Now, not that we know of anyway, he keeps it under wraps, but a lot of our top players, many who have exited the tournament today who had incredible seasons, they came to a deft and horrible end. The nerves on that stage, the squared circle in the center of the old, has just been unbelievable. It's making and breaking careers, making and breaking legacies all week long. And young legacies in the making right there, Rencor again. We'll see just how far that Heretics magic can take him.
And of course, Rancor earned the Rookie of the Year award that Abuza thought was rightfully his. And of course, these two guys looking for separation at Champs proved to be the better AR player. Still tied up 1-1 on the dealership that we have. Fist bumps getting out and about, the coordination from both teams there. In my experience, the better your fist bumps as a team, the better the gunning in game.
Word to Seattle Surge and Vanguard, some of the best fist bumps we
EG
have
World War
ever
II.
seen.
EG World War
World
II
War
had it dialed.
Oh, that was some good stuff. We know those boys are watching. We get back in dealership, folks. 1-1. As it loads up, the lobby is now fully populated. It looks like all of our tech issues have been resolved. That's right. Ready to party, ready to rock and roll. Don't worry, chance knocked on wood. Don't worry, folks. Here we go. Once again, tied up 1-1. Let's get it.
We're right back towards B. They were hyper aggressive in round number 1, so they're going back to the exact same strat. Nade's not going to connect on anything, but that is a very loud signal to Vancouver. Hey, we're at B. We're going to be getting the bomb down maybe sooner rather than later. Metal's going right for it.
Real immediately picks up that right flank, making sure no one gets close. Only 15 to play with there in his Jackal mag. Oh, doesn't quite dodge the whole thing. 1 kill to his name. Can he get another one before being traded? No. Metals gets a couple to Boozer. He's the man eating good on the 2 spree. Super has to back on up.
He's trying to play the time. He's got a little bit of help. Once again, it is the rookie ARs that are always involved, except now it's the rookie flex that leaves a Booza in a 1v2 without a lot of time.
A lot of time, but still doable. He spotted out a super there on the shoulders, but he's going to be shooting a ghost. It's nothing to be found here with 15 seconds to go. And the Heretics find their corners. And they find the round.
Yeah, and listen, these guys are just now experienced in these clutch moments. Think about when they're down against Boston 5-4, they clutch up a 2v3. Rancor and Super getting that experience to flow through, and AR or Jackal in hand for Rancor, it does not matter. And Abuza, one of the most clutch players we had all of last season. This year, well, players and teams have made the adjustments. They have not let him clutch now.
Swap side, Surge now on attack. Great job there from the Heretics, going to burn the clock. You don't give Surge any time to make a play happen. They've got to commit. They've got to jump out of windows in a danger. And right now, we're going right back to it. Oh, and it's strictly business in the office there. Real starts the first blood.
Yeah, Boozer's got to run for the hills. Now the SMG is going to be trying to work this B side 04, praying for a pick if he can get it. A little bit of intel he's able to collect. And it's great trigger discipline. He's looking for number 3, but the extra man, a little too smart for his own good.
He was beat the boys. As much intel as he possibly can, but Abuza now a rock and a hard place. He's gone. And what a round from the Heretics. Is it going to be a perfect one? Like a nasty drag, a man or 2 down. To hell with him. Shots are great. And he's dancing. Still alive. Nothing left to throw at it. And the Heretics again.
Just huge. Real is one of the most involved players. Actually, I believe the most involved player in the first blood category. He's about 50-50. He dies a ton. His team will send him out and just put him in mixy situations. He was there in the middle of the map to get the first blood, but they love to play around him. Real, a player that does not have any fear in his heart.
Yeah, no fear. The way this tournament is rolling, very few weaknesses as well. That's a good look here from the Heretics after the reset.
Breathe, Nasty, drink some water.
Breathe, 3-1. 3-0 for Rancor so far.
And finally, Vancouver squaring up. It has been non-stop B-site aggression. Trophies out. They're trying to dodge the nades, but we're here for the fight.
The stuns connect. Oh, Neptune certainly connects. Fast recovery of the bomb there. So Real's going to keep the play moving. But over towards A we go, because Rancor has said, lads, it's all safe here. I haven't found the last man.
And Abuza, he has been one of the best in the world in this very spot. He lives for the A Street fights. You lose that, there's the opportunity for the clutch, but now a 1v4 situation for Real.
Wow! What a pistol!
Abuza's killing everything in sight.
Lovely round, though.
And to stay on the adjustment theme, every single round on offense, Miami Heretics have been overwhelming towards B, investing all the nades, all the stuns, all the pressure. Vancouver Surge finally call them on it. They completely shut it down. Now Heretics are going to be forced to respond.
Yeah, none of the nades from the Heretics connect either, so you invest a decent amount of time and those lethals to get on towards that B-bomb site, and it does not really work out. A costly attack, and they pay the price. Boozer the island man there. He might well be doing it in this round as well, but we're going to A this time. Heretics have only got themselves Rancor to worry about here, but he saw plenty of stuns and nades going over the top there. That's giving enough intel to feed to the boys.
And the last 4v4 retake we had, Heretics absolutely picked them apart. This time a car might be here to make the difference.
Whoa! Fast and furious over towards the bomb site. Not a man dropped just yet, though. Quick regen, no bombs plant either. Real trying to change it. Trying to take destiny into his own hands, but no need. His teammates are there for it. Oh, it's glorious from the Heretics. A perfect round.
Yeah, not a single player dropped. They really took in the post plant and only lost one man when they were going towards the A site. This time they lose nobody. Now if you're Vancouver Surge, it is an adjustment on offense. You're not going to enjoy having to make at all. They've been getting throttled. Of course, on the flip side, Heretics, all the B pressure they've been showing on these attacking rounds, if they got shut down before, I don't know if they're going to go back to Old Faithful, but here's a look at 0-4 Neptune just getting entirely overwhelmed.
And this is just like Real. I mean, we've seen him in previous rounds where he just stays alive, causes problems. It's the fancy footwork. It's his left stick, not necessarily his right trigger, causing problems for Vancouver Surge. And once again, well, I take it back. This time it is the trigger. All the way through.
Oh, he's
Shots
going.
are in. And Super's got two players dead to rights. Send in Real for the kill. No! 0-4. 3v2.
Or full sending again. Real is not scared of Vinny Chow. 2v3 though. Rancor and Metals. Metals does have the bomb in hand. That's the good news. And that's the better news with a shot like that. The opportunity for the clutch is in.
He level up straight away. We're going to go back over towards B. Rancor, diligently watching the flank. Opening salvo of shots, but a gift for the lads over there with no trophy. No joy. Nothing left. But their primary weapons now to play with. Oh, but Metals has got a Semtex. Vacate the A-bomb site, but Surge are hot on their tail. The race is on. Nasty! Picks up both! Surge play it close and play it tight. What a recovery.
Yeah, like bloodhounds. Clearing the space on the map. Tracking them in virtually like they could see the footsteps the entire way. You love the aggression, and again, like it has been a defensive shootout, right? Vancouver forced them to make the adjustments. You have Miami Heretics trying to work the middle of the map. They eventually get shut down. And if defense reigns supreme, well, Heretics looking to deliver. Already got the 4-3 lead, and Vancouver are committed to this A site. They've been getting entirely shut down. We'll see if they can solve this puzzle and at least you get it down straight away. But once again, a very turtled setup.
Yeah, you've got no space to play with whatsoever. You have to win these gunfights quickly, and the Real, he's going to be there for it once again. So Surge down a man. Nasty levels it. 3v3, but back over to Metals, and my word, the kills are fantastic here. Heretics retaking the site with no fear whatsoever. The last man gone. Heretics, another outstanding retake. Map point.
And if it ain't broke, you do not fix it. Every single A attack has been stopped in Vancouver, not trying to make the adjustments, at least not on a macro level. Any little flare they've thrown in the mix, Heretics have just dominated them on that side, and now we'll round the way, tying up the series.
I mean, yeah, we're just hitting A time and time again. B has not got any love whatsoever here from Vancouver. And since the start of this, God bless you, Canada. You've already shown up the Americans. Well played. Here we go. Can the Spanish show up here and tie up the series? Lovely nade on a Real. That's a huge amount of intel.
And this is the adjustment for Heretics. It's not an instant show over towards B. They're going to play it late. Real here is to be a nuisance, and he gets the first blood. And now that bomb is going to be wrapping back Heretics, just letting Real be the playmaker.
Stuff. 3 spree this late in. Quick wrap now. You've got reinforcements moving over. Rancor always watching the pinch, always diligent on the rear security. Vancouver Surge, last maneuver now towards the bomb site. Trophies in play. Super, a fresh magazine, but wait, 0-4 has done what 0-4 does. Sneak forward, wonderful coverage. Neptune's there for it, 3v3.
They got plenty of time as well, grouped up together. Maybe a late wrap back to check the middle of the map. They got eyes on 6, they got eyes on Super, and 0-4 gets caught hunting, and the trades aren't there.
Real, once again from the inside event, he's now a problem to deal with. Neptune can't get it done. Heretics. Demons on dealership once again. They tied it all up 1-1 going into control.
Deja vu all over again. It's exactly how the series went the first time. Vancouver Surge get the ball hard point. The response there from Heretics in the S&D.
It's not exactly beat for beat, but it's close enough. The flow from day one here at Champs continues. We'll see if Control goes the same way. Again for Surge. I just wonder, do the Miami Heretics, do they have it? They have the source against Surge and a very, very tough map for some of our players there.
Yeah, and absolutely on point. Real was able to get 5 first bloods on that map. Not good enough for the record, but close enough to come near a tie. 5 always impressive on the numbers. So as much gas as Rancor and Super have been getting an S&D, deservedly so. Real right now, the playmaker for the team. He was in the mix every single round, whether he's doing it with the dancing or doing it with the gun. Real delivers for the squad.
Absolutely, man. Playmaker indeed. Our Rookie of the Year also getting involved. And it's the vent action himself, Real. Wow, it's enough from Chance and I over the desk to break it down before Control.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And we may have to give a shout out to the Canadian fans. They brought Ant some gifts during this event. He is vibing right now. We are guaranteed a game 4 finally. We enter halftime at 1-1 after a day of 3-0s. You might have called it. You said it looks like 2, 3, and 4. Looking great for Miami, but Vancouver, what a comeback in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, same exact way their first series went, right? If you're Surge, you win that vault. And while they do a great job on that hard point to make a comeback, right? Miami, they were able to control that. But map number 2, right back to their dealership. They are so good at this. And, well, I mean, their retakes at the A-bomb site, perfection. If you are Miami Heretics.
Now, we had some agents checking in on us in the green room, and Nameless, they said, wow, this map feels like just a bang-out map. Is that how you would describe the playstyle we saw on dealership, or what did you see during the search and destroy?
Yeah, I mean, very strategic, honestly. I mean, you saw Miami like stacking over towards B, and they're just super comfortable on the retake, as Joe mentioned. And, you know, on the offensive rounds for Vancouver, it's like if they're going to give us a streak, we're going to get bombed down. But they need to get a little bit more active in the post plant. Like either send somebody on a late pitch or have a presence towards mid in the vent. I mean, you saw Real how he likes to play. He's going to get mid-map control. And in my opinion, that's the difference, right? Like if you're going to get retaken and give up a first blood, like at least be active trying to follow that up with a trade from somewhere else.
I will say that after that, like Real was playing Unreal for them yesterday as well. So it was kind of only a matter of time for him to kind of get his guns hot. But for Miami Heretics, they've always been a really strong retake team. They've always been a really strong dealership team. I think the biggest difference for me was just stealing a couple of attack rounds to give them that cushion when it came to this map number 2. And obviously the momentum switch from that map number 1 to be able to open up the way that they did. Shout Miami Heretics and the S&D, man.
Joe, can you talk to me a little bit about making this losers bracket run? Because Vancouver is trying to run the gauntlet. After this, the winner is going to have to play Boston for a spot in the grand finals. What is it like? Would you rather be the team that's played back-to-back-to-back? Yes. Or do you want to be Miami, who is kind of only focused on the second half of the day?
I would love to play back-to-back-to-back, right? I don't know. It just feels like you're locked in. You're in the flow. You're playing more games. I don't know. You're fixing some scenarios, but there's nothing better than going on a loser's bracket run if you are a player.
Both teams able to score a point so far. We take a look at how Vancouver did it back on Vault, because this was all Miami in the first 3 minutes, but then Neptune and crew battled right back.
Yeah, this was an incredible map. I mean, every time Vancouver is spawning in on Vault, it just feels like it's going to be a wild one. You know, Miami off to the extremely hot start. We get to the second rotation. Nasty gets up top art. It's P3 to P4, where they're just excellent, man. They have a clear idea on how they want to approach it, and they're getting the kills. And when we get down to the end of the map here, the way Vancouver slow it down on the final break is just top tier Call of Duty. Everybody playing their role perfectly, backing players down. The communication comes in. This is truly a special ending to this map.
Now, look at the numbers. Rancor basically dropping to 2.0, 40 kills, 20 deaths at this point in the game. How do you lose with that?
You lose with 04 Neptune, just staying alive in the back, waiting for their teammates, as Ant touched on. And also, heading into this, I talked about, you know, 04 needed to be able to keep pace with Miami Heretics teams with the SMGs and the engagements on that side. He did so, going 36 and 33. I believe he might get one more before the end, but the tick comes through, and Vancouver Surge able to steal it away.
If you're just joining us, no, this is not day 1 VOD. This is day 3. We are live, and we have the same score as last time around. It went to a game 4 with Heretics taking down Vancouver in winners round 1. Joe, How is this series comparing to what we saw on Friday? Or sorry, day one, Thursday?
I mean, obviously game one was closer, but yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Still 1-1. Now there is a change in map style, right? We're going to protocol control instead of vault control. We saw it earlier from Miami Heretics versus FaZe, and that was FaZe's home, right? But they dominated them. So Miami, they had this bag, but this little trick in their bag, now bringing it out again.
Allie, give me a player to watch in game 3.
In game number 3, I think I'm going to stick with Real because it's been the close quarters on protocol. I think he's going to go crazy.
Let's go. Miami Heretics, Vancouver Surge. It's the swing game as we send it back to the casters.
The swing game, the hump game, smack back in the middle of this series. We play control once again. Chance, our players have taken back to the stage, ready to rock and roll.
It's going to be a good time. And again, as Merc mentioned, the protocol, extremely interesting. It has not been a favored map. They came into it, Miami this is, with a 1-7 record on protocol, and then they squared up against Atlanta FaZe, who have been clear-cut the best team in the game on that map with a 16-4 record, and they obliterated them. So we're happy and joyous in the crowd to see a protocol just as Heretics is.
I may have just seen a man's nipples. That's right, it's all happening here at Champs, folks. It's all happening. We're almost ready to go. Our coaches are still on stage, but I think the biggest surprise for me, even in the first day we saw this matchup, was that the Heretics managed to walk away with the big dub there on the Hacienda map 4, that hard point. Again, Vancouver Surge have been one of the best looking hardpoint teams in the world, without a doubt. And right now I feel like Heretics have just got that special sauce when it comes to Hacienda. Call it the Spanish flavor, if you will, but it's just been so, so good.
And I agree with you, which means a lot more pressure on this map on Vancouver Surge. You feel like you have to capitalize against the team where control has been their weakness. Of course, though, control is a weakness. It has been the exact same story for Vancouver. So quite a battle. And again, these are the dying days of Black Ops 6. Most important tournament we have of the year, and they are fighting right now just for top 3. Locked in, though, to take care of business. And I say locked in. Heretics look like they are extremely comfortable. They've just been having fun. Even one of the clips we saw, Super's out here shooting bodies in the middle of the games. They get comeback on. Well, they bounce back in the S&D and all is well. Tied up 1-1 on a brand new special map for them. Rancor stats for the series are going to look incredible no matter what. He dropped a bomb on map number 1. And when we saw him on the protocol control earlier, 26-12 against a team we were expecting to see in the finals. Heretics looking to take that spot.
Here we go. Back into good old protocol, and what do you know, folks? Vancouver Surge open up their defensive round very, very well. They've overtaken the armory. They've overtaken bottom side of blue, and we are in the fight. 0-4. What a shot that was.
That's clean movement, too. He is just right back, gets inside of Trips, and his teammates are there.
Whoa.
Super, though, with a big gunfight, pulling out the Jackal off spawn to make sure you can make your way out. And it's taking 30 seconds to make it happen, but Real is here. Heretics, they got the presence.
And the craziest thing is they find all those kills without losing anyone. No casualties across top mids. They get players in all the spots they want. They get a man on A, and now they're managing to keep their flank safe as well. So Super, top side of the map. He's keeping everything good over there, while Real, oh man, you are behind enemy lines, son. This could get ugly.
And he's just a nuisance. Players trying to catch up to him and deal with them. Meanwhile, 2 ticks of progress now through from Heretics. And finally, Real's going to fall. Players getting comped one shot, but no trades rolling through. So Vancouver, they've stabilized.
They're still a mixy attack. Trades on trades now. Super on a 5 spree, and he's doing a lot of that from inside time as well. Inside the objective. So, well, he was halfway towards a Hellstorm. That's now long gone. But the A zone is nearly complete.
Real has one thought and one thought only. If I can make it to their spawn, I am playing for the kills. Only gets one before he falls, but with the pressure, the A zone has been delivered.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. A minute 45 to play. A single life separating our 2 teams. As Super, he and the boys, lovely work. Fancy footwork, and he stays alive as well. Now double aims to play with.
Yeah, that's a clean movement as well, just to make it to the bottom floor. He's waiting for his teammates to get out of spawn because Vancouver swarming around Trips. 0-4 still has to be dealt with, and Neptune is behind enemy lines as well. Rancor prowling, trying to find him, and well, at least you get the trade. Still a Neptune behind you. Meanwhile, Super's looking for spawn kills of his own. It is a mixing mini-map, but the swarm on B is here. Super, you get the 1 kill, or let your teammates get it. And he is sticking to the spawners.
Yeah, it's a very exciting minimap, to say the least. Goal hanging either side. Less than a minute to play for now. The B zone now under attack. only for a second or two. 0-4 finding a couple there on the defensive end.
Dude, we're just purely playing for spawn kills. I mean, Super, he's roaming in the spawn. No one's touching the B zone. I mean, the spawns almost look opposite. Like where Vancouver Surge in the minimap, this is the opposing team spawn. If Super would get on B and drag the presence over, but he's been chasing Ghost while it has been a 3v3 on the other side of the map.
Yeah, OBJ, no BJ. AEO, that means they're not going for the zones, they're going for the kills. 30 seconds to take care of the remaining 6 members of the Heretics.
And this is a great time for 0-4 to pump the brakes. The kills have to come to him, and Metal sniffs him out, but nonetheless, you are running out of time. 22 seconds, and it is ticking.
Oh, it's rocking. 20 seconds, can't get out of it. Oh, Boozer finds another one. That's unbelievable. Last 3 members of the Heretics. One's on the zone, and he is dead, friends. Boozer looking for number 4. In a row, gets it. Lost man, Super. We nearly had him too.
Yeah, this is just the protocol special. So many routes, you have to watch the pinch, you got to cover grass, you got to cover through the middle of the map, right side of the map, the underground route as well, and of course players can zip up from any number of different directions. Vancouver Surge constantly applying that pressure on the flank. And Super did have a life, maybe 30-40 seconds, sat in their side the spawn, waiting for his teammates to open up the map, but Vancouver just crawling around their base. So difficult to root out.
The craziest thing again about this mode, at the sample size we have here at Champs alone, sometimes defensive shootout, occasionally it's all about the offensive wins. Who knows, this one could be a little bit of both. 0-4, Abuza, Neptune, all putting up 1,000 plus damage. Nasty, a little bit more objectively minded there on the defense. He was a man holding things back. Outside of the Heretics, I mean, it is the Super Show right now at 12-5.
And Vancouver going for the standard player up top. Someone taking the underground route. Neptune, or yeah, Real actually finds the open route over towards grass and wins the gunfight. And yeah, you're losing everything. Real just hits you and punches you in the mouth. Now Vancouver, welcome back impolitely to their spawn.
That's not nice. Oh dear, Metals. Whoa, they somehow, Nasty managed to take care of Neptune at that moment, so it has been a calamitous start to the round here for Vancouver. They've been pushed right back to the extreme here. That is the man. Albi Heli should be traded out immediately, but no, not just yet. Super's still alive and kicking.
Yeah, and as long as Super is there, his teammates know they can take their time. Rancor 3 and 7, a slow start, but looking to heat up. Metals protecting his friend. Easy cleanup kill there. And once it's the team on defense that are just living on the left side of the map. This is a nightmare for Vancouver. They're able to pick up 2 kills. And Neptune with some nice movement, little one pump and made it to the zone, but the trade's always there.
So tough. Unable to turn around quick enough to get away with his life. Now Abuza on the dance through the middle of the map. The big gun, he is just that as he finds a nice big kill. And Super still dancing his way through, but what presence now from the Heretics upstairs. Top mid, not a safe place to be for Vancouver Surge, but 0-4. Trying to make a case for it.
There's just no moments to breathe. I mean, really on both ends, the team on offense, you're constantly worried about the pinches, Metals behind enemy lines, the guy in the zone, never comfortable, and Neptune having to dance in between so many different players. I mean, this has been a control of chaos. Finally, Vancouver able to stabilize. They got everything covered, and well, you'd say so, and somehow Rancor's finding picks, but nonetheless, a zone secured, extra minute to the clock. But it is devastating. They are getting shot in the back relentlessly.
Oh, it's a real tough map to play control on, especially when a team is this aggressive. 14-10 out of 0-4 now as Metals finds another one upstairs. Because the third would have been absolutely preposterous. But 13 lives either side. And a minute to go. It's all on B.
Yeah, finally Vancouver can just look forward. No more pinches, no more getting shot in the back, and a nice little stick. Super catches that, and well, now you're trying to catch over towards the zone. You trade out the kills towards the middle map. That's 3. Last man standing is Rancor, and of course he gives you 2. Neptune can stop the clock, but his teammates for support, not here yet.
They're still trying to get there. Fanning out, trying to find alternate angles of attack here towards the zone. Neptune keeping that right flank safe. The nade's going to force you out of cover. Looking towards the first segment being closed out. Real from ladder. Here we go, looking to get involved. Perfect timing. 2 dead immediately. A Surge, still got time to play here.
Yeah, 0-4, opportunity to make the play. He is behind enemy lines. His teammates are going to be calming out everything. And there's the first one. Great reads on the second as well. The communication from Vancouver on point.
Pause the clock, 28.5. Rancor from Surge's side of the map. Finding kills. Rancor still finding them. 104 now with no coverage whatsoever. He's in trouble. Final lives now for Surge. Down a man. the dying seconds of this round.
Okay, stay on the map. Where are you going to go, Real? He's going to drop down low. 14 seconds in a 4v3. Vancouver Surge. Last ditch effort. They at least take care of Real. 3v2, but only 7 seconds. They're going to have to dodge this point. 0-4 needs a miracle. And they're not going to give it to him. Miami Heretics remain under control in a round that came down with only 2 lives remaining. This protocol has been a bloodbath.
Again, it's defense. It really has been so far. As far as the segments go, all square. Nasty finding himself a bit of love here, this final play. A single kill there onto Super, but again, from within the zone, more score. Closer again towards those coveted streaks.
Yeah, this is very high-level Call of Duty being played right now as well. Each team's capitalizing on the opportunities they get. 0-4 on the back line, picking up 2. His teammates try to deliver. Guys like Rancor picking up 2 pieces towards the middle of the map as well. This is quite literally map being played, that if any player can pop off and give you just a little bit extra, it will be good enough for the win.
Absolutely. Those stats are the ones we're going to be looking for, folks. Those are current and up to date. Lovely attack here to top mid, but not a lot of manpower left for the Heretics. Back they go, but again, trying to concede as little ground as possible. Super not letting them make their way up the street, but 0-4 steals it from them anyway.
Yeah, and you're praying to get these kills. You're getting the one-shot call. You know you need to get the trades, and Abuza has to be hunted as well. But the second you get the trade, well, one comes in on the flip side. Heretics being suffocated in their spawn.
Damn.
And Nasty's even reading the ladder routes. That is insane.
Yeah, I know, absolute one-shot as well. The comms are on point right now for Vancouver Surge, and again, defensively, despite all the shenanigans, even life count, and now a 2-man stack on A.
And the ever-important trophy, going to give you that extra layer of protection. You have triple stacked this zone. Takes 15 seconds for it to fall.
The 4th man, as he was thinking about it. Here we go, the 4th man being Real, and he's trying to keep the front line as stable as possible. But it's a solo show for this moment in time. The 3-man stack gets the job done at A. Over to B we go, and that is another 3 dead. So, Surge on defense. Lots to ponder. Rancor. A great corner. A 5 spree. Shortly, oh my word, Metals, you cut forward. This could be the turning point for the Heretics. Real still alive in the backline as well. There's the capture.
Oh, but you get traded 0-4 with a nice catch, and Twain gives you 2. Why not? 0-4 keeping things interesting. But again, the life count, neck and neck, 1:20. This one's coming down to the clock for the objective. Whoa. And the trades are consistently rolling through.
And that's the thing that's keeping these teams so close. The life count, unbelievable. Neptune yet traded. There you go. Lovely job out the observers again to keep you on the action all the time. Now over towards the zone once again. There's so much presence. 0-4 says, yeah, trade this.
Oh, here we go.
3 dead. Last man up, Super. And you're coming straight for the spawn. Straight for the jugular of the Heretics.
This is where you try to dagger if you're Vancouver, though. Do not let them pass this 50-yard line. It is, remember, the Titans. Do not let them cross this 50-yard line.
We're doing it. There's a sneaky, sneaky Nasty, who has been red, but now not a problem. Still alive and kicking. Rancor from spawn. Nasty down and out upstairs. You've got space to play with. The field, oh, of dreams now. They're all dead. The Heretics have now got to fight their way back over top.
0-4 has been having himself a monstrous round here on the defensive end. So much pressure, so many corners to check, and it's 0-4 just slowing him down. 20 seconds left on the clock. You've gotten past 0-4, but there's more things you need to accomplish. This is your last chance.
Life count once again is so low. The time even lower. Anyone able to get in position here as the kills are going the way? The Heretics, last 2 of them left alive. Last ditch attempted from Real. What a route he's taken. No kills. Not yet. Traded again. 5v2. And what do you know, folks? Another big one out of our team on defense.
Yeah, and we are having to work for it as well. 0-4 has 20 kills right now on the defensive end. He threw up double digits in this round. Wasn't good enough for the best play, but it was good enough for the win. And defense, well, I mean, we are holding on by a thread on this map.
Fingernails, folks. And for the fans of both of these teams, I'm not sure how many fingernails left after the end of this control. A nervous, intense moment for both of our teams. Well, good news, Heretics are on defense. They'll probably win that one. We'll find out who gets defense in the end. And hey, you never know, folks.
Don't count him out. These rounds hanging on by a thread, and 0-4 has been shooting. Neptune this time, though, leading the charge, going down low. Looking to clean up Super. You're able to get that first blood, and the B hit is going to be the call. So here's the adjustment made by Vancouver. Abuza, the man standing on the zone. Neptune prowling down low.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not too worried about the pitches anymore. It's guns forward.
Oh, yeah. Guns are up at the ready, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely shots out of Abuza. The next man coming through, Real. Neptune. Have you got him? The dance is here, and Neptune, one of the finest 1v1 players we see, but there are 3 players from Surge on the B zone. See you later. 2 minutes and 10 to play. Over the way we fly.
That was so calculated. They only lost a single life before they actually captured that zone. That is as good as it gets off the opening break, but now Vancouver, more problems to solve to get out of your base. I mean, we are playing for spawners on every section of the map, and that is a demon battle between those 2 players.
Bro!
The masters of the Omni movement. Neptune gets the best of them.
Fighting against Neptune looks horrendous. He is having one hell of a tournament, and the stack is on once again. All 4 members of Surge. This is for the map. Heretics, you gotta get in there. You've got to stop it. It's too late, lads. It is done. Vancouver Surge, the defensive shootout turns into an offensive execution. 3-1, leading the series.
And 0-4 certainly had himself one hell of a game. Vancouver Surge with one hell of a map. And I feel like fighting against Neptune is going to give nightmares to different players. We don't got to call them out, but certain 1v1 where he is so difficult to kill.
They know.
And that battle between him and Real, I mean, front trips, back trips, inside the building, around the corner, dancing, diving, dipping, dodging. You cannot dodge a Neptune.
Yeah.
He will hunt you down.
I was going to say, which fight you talking about? Well, folks, if you were following the script from day one, it's changed already. Surge. Superb success there on Control. They've got the lead now going into the hard point, going in to Hacienda. We run it back. This time it looks a little different. A couple more bumps in the road for the Heretics. I wonder, how's this one going to go down? Crazy stats again. Accurate stats and even crazier highlights. I'm sure you're going to see those 1v1s again here, but 0-4, what a map he had.
Yo. I don't know what the craziest Jackal kill of the year we had is, but that is a contender. Those are not easy shots with an AR 0-4. I mean, listen, hit the PC check. You never know. I mean, that is ridiculous stuff.
We're watching a hell of a lot of good stuff here again. That opening rounds were wild. Defense, another defensive round. Then the final defensive win there from Vancouver. The B hit off the rip. You just mix things up enough, you catch the Heretics unaware, and then you put them all back to spawn. A couple of solid waves of kills, you stagger their defensive attack. They can't get anything going, and it's just a 4-man stack at the end on A. That was the big difference, man. I mean, Control's a wild game mode. Totally different ways to win it. We saw the life count come into play in the first 2 objectives. The final there for Surge. Good stuff from them, but that is a 3-1 and a big lead in this rematch. Hacienda Hardpoint. Which way are we leaning, brother?
It is still absolutely anyone's game. Vancouver Surge, they're going to be incredibly happy. They're not accustomed to winning the Controls. They win their series other ways. Now that they get this with a 2-1 advantage, you can play with a bit more comfort behind you. But obviously, the Hacienda is a map we have played before, and it is a map that the Heretics love. And Heretics, even in this tournament, have been down 2-1 in a series, and they've been able to fight back and force those game 5s. It is anybody's ball game. Winner, of course, plays immediately after.
Yeah.
You're looking for the hot hand. You're looking for the consistency. You get this dub. You move up to top 3, and you really start to pile up the money.
I was saying for Merc as well, on the desk, he was saying, I want to play straight away. I want to have these long days. I want to have more games in a single day. I want to stay hot, keep problem solving, keep figuring out the scenarios that these players can find themselves in. It's a long day at this level, though, man.
I miss those days. Watching teams play 6-7 series in a day. You wake up at 8 a.m. and you don't stop playing until 2 a.m. the next day. So far, the battle on map 1, Rancor, the stats looked incredible. Nearly hit the 5K damage. And Rancor is the most consistent hardpoint player in the game. Not enough to get it done, though, in the map 1. Nasty in the comms, I felt like was able to deliver. Calculating how Heretics are going to be playing the map, making the adjustments on the fly. Vancouver Surge taking full opportunity of what they have before them. And poor guy needs to drink some water.
He's having a good cough over there on stage, but he's getting the chokes out of the way now. Oh, he's having the flu game, of course. I mean, first day was pretty solid for him. It's fist bumps only, folks. You know the rules. We've been to a land. This is your first event. What an event you picked. If not, fist bumps only. Them's the rules. Hacienda Hardpoint coming up now. Map number 4. And this is for the win, Surge. This is to send the Heretics home. But let's be honest, the Heretics are pretty good at this one.
But they lost to LAG. What are we supposed to do with
Forget
that?
about that. Forget about that. That was a long time ago. I don't forget about that.
What?
Forget about that one.
They beat Atlanta 252-49.
Yeah, I'm saying forget about that one.
You lost to LAG?
Yeah, forget about that one. That's fine. That's not about that. That's fine. That one is
pass, and that is a map that clearly does not matter. This one does. This is everything. Heretics lose this. And their year, well, I mean, I guess we got one more tournament, but the most important one would be over. Backs against the wall is Miami, and 0-4, the man that is not missing, leading the charge.
Classic opener. Going to be very productive, and it sure is for Abuza. Oh, the nades are there. Real with a nice trade. Tons of damage from Neptune, though. They should see the top corridor cleaned up. That is going to be all Neps for now.
Oh, it was great work and great repositioning. Doesn't make the read on the outer lane getting hit, but nonetheless, you got the man in time. But Metals is going to strip away the top hallway control. Heretics back in towards P1, and already Neptune forced to think about the rotation. Need to keep these Heretics players away, but 20 seconds to scrap time isn't scrap time. That is gold that Heretics are mining for.
The mining still, they had it for a second, but Hi-Ho is off to work. They go home. Final few seconds. Lovely stuff from Neptune. Lives to fight another day. Reinforcements showing up, saves his. Oh, no, wait. Huge. Good trade. Nasty's there for it. Oh, the Rancor with the comms. A Rancor with a cleanup.
And all that work and all that effort just for Rancor to steal your heart away and get the 2 and get the time. But we are trying to hold from the front. Vancouver Surge, an opportunity. These are 2 of the best P2 teams in the game on this map, and the break is instant there from Vancouver. Now you got to check the hiding corners.
And we are up close and personal here. 35 seconds to go. Surge looking to change the lead. Counterattack now from Heretics. We're in, and it might be another break. You know what it is? Wow, that is unreal. Oh, 4th down as well. Breaks on breaks here, ladies and gentlemen. No one can hold this hard point for their life.
And they flip the spawn. If you're number 3, Nasty, you want to get in the mix and get these guys out of Lambo. You want to fight for the final 15 seconds, and, well, they're going to be able to get it. So Vancouver Surge, a moment they needed to keep things mixy. Of course, though, on rotation. Heretics, they'll have it under lock and key. Metals, he's got well. Players towards the middle of the map, and players making sure you contain anyone leaving from old. Get the initial time, and right now a 4-point game.
Yeah, crazy. Fences open on the south side of the map, and that's where the Heretics are. 0-4. He's getting involved now as well, alongside Abuza. Good trades once again from Miami. And Abuza, red. And now dead. Over towards the players making their way through the open field. Metal's going to be the man at the time. What a slide. Lovely coverage over the top. And the kills are fantastic. The first wave of Surge players ineffective.
Flip the spawns, though, and you trade out 0-4. He does give you 2, and that means you're not going to have the pressure. You lose the plat control, and it is difficult to hold from this spot. Rancor doing what he can. That's a 4 spree.
For another one here. Rancor in the classic corner. Nearly gets away with his life for a second there, but wow, 0-4. 0-4 gets damage in Real as well, but still Heretics hold.
Yeah, Real's going to fall, though. He is absolutely surrounded. He takes one of the grave with him, and that is enough to buy his teammates the rotation. Heretics right now staying ahead of the game. They have won every rotation thus far, and they're set up anew first, and Rancor continues to be one of the best slayers in the game.
And alive. Those boys are on time. They've got Rock covered. Real on the hop. He's got the coverage of the inside corridors. Not an easy place to be. And this is going to be 1v1v1s until... What a break. Surge are in.
That was 0 time wasted as well. Once again, between these 2 teams, an absolute battle. But not only do Vancouver Surge have the time, they got the trophies. So you're trying to slow things down and square for the hit. Let everybody get in position. Now you strike.
Here we go. Another break. Or not. There it is. Fast attack now from Surge coming out of Lambo. This is back-to-back breaks. Lightning fast hard point from both our teams here at map 4. Team kill. Contest. And it's still on. Metals, Neptune, back and forth as the pinstripe kill feed comes to a close. What a hard point.
Yeah, and take a deep breath as well. It is going to be a long map. We have Heretics. They've won every single rotation, but after the first set, it's still only a 30-point game. 0-4 has been delivering. Maybe waiting on Nasty to kick up just a little bit more, but as the new hill pops, well, the battle is going to continue. Vancouver Surge on the top.
Rancor making his way now. Slowly but surely over towards time. 0-4 can't get any more out of that life, and Neptune still proves to be one of the most unbelievably difficult players to kill. ever. Nasty, uncharacteristic of him. Mr. Match 4 sitting at 5 and 13. That's 3 dead for Surge.
That's a big moment. They're going to slow that pace down just a little bit. Heretics able to iron up, take their time, get the easy trades, and make sure you maintain those right side spawns. Nasty and Neptune, they punch back. But as long as you're chilling on the right side, you're going to be happy if you are the Heretics. You got number 8 set up over towards New. Plenty of players in the back spawns, got everything covered. And Real is the nuisance, the thorn in your side. He gets traded out, but the comms right now, it has been on the rotations. And for this one for Miami, it's clean.
Not a bad P1 whatsoever there from Surge. You take the 10, 15 seconds here or there, but you're making it real mixy. And whoa, Rancor! The well is dry of Surge players now. Real through the middle of the map. Down with a hail of gunfire there from Neptune, trying to get some pressure forward, but it's super. Oh, the Lord of the Lobby has been dethroned. Renko on the cross, a 4 spree, but in time, Surge find their way through.
Yeah, Metals got overwhelmed. He did not get the reinforcements in time, so the 2 players able to get the best of them. Now Miami trying to bail themselves out, but they're getting chased as well. Neptune's about to come on the pinch. He gets caught. The coverage is there, and the Heretics get it. Final 25 seconds, almost certainly going to be theirs.
Spectacular break from the Heretics. While they've got the hill, let's go through, listen in.
Seidor, toca una para Seidor, súper.
Y todos scrap. Son 3 scrap mínimo. Uno para el medio, creo.
Hacia el pozo, chaval.
Eso le pozo yo también.
Anterior, vale.
Vale,
van a
hacer la línea,
Sí,
si no.
agita roca, agita roca. Literalmente agita roca, hacer línea. Voy a jugar yo por pozo,
Sí, tengo tinto, ¿vale?
Me voy a juntar por medio, ¿vale?
Desde línea, mírame desde línea en el fondo.
Voy, lo miro yo.
Lo tengo bien de cara.
Voy a pillar plan, ¿vale?
Plan, muerto otro.
Vale, tengo yo de frente pozo.
Estoy jugando por el de plan.
He
salido al fondo.
Wicca o 4, tú.
Al fondo, tú. Creo que no puse en fondo, Voy para dobles, voy a pinchar dobles.
Vas a ir para arriba, chavales.
De hecho, voy a subir la ventana, tú.
Vale, sigue la fío.
No, arriba sube uno y uno rojo. Un azul arriba. Sube uno, punto.
Derecha, aquí a derecha, tocado.
Ha tocado, muerto.
Buena. Otro más,
Escucha,
Tengo el chase.
Ahí no club.
Sale punto, aguantando.
Rotar uno. Plata el tercio anterior.
Arriba, el siguiente,
Tercero, 4.
El siguiente, chavales, ya.
Va para azul.
En el siguiente,
Azul otro, Fio.
Nace en embarcadero.
Escúchame.
Debe estar el siguiente.
Nace fondo, nacen en Narnia entonces.
Sí, nacen pozo.
Nacen en Narnia, bro. Vaqueros en plan,
Vaqueros
ahí, destunado.
Cadero del lado, una
Me has tocado. Está en
Muerto, una bala. No, tiro y otro va a ser. Vale, que pegue.
Solto al agua,
No tiene
piña.
Estoy yendo para el agua, chavales.
Tengo el pinch.
Están 3 tiros.
Vale, pues ir de frente que estoy en el agua.
Miami Heretics have won every single rotation in the game except for this one, and it's this one where Vancouver take the lead.
Neptune's 3Bs, looks like I'll take the pass. Swin Metals is trying one of his own. What a big break, but Real now the contest wins his fight. Next wave coming through mid. Abuza wins his. Over by the steps, Rencor says no. I don't know what the Spanish is for you shall not pass me. Just gave it one of those.
Yeah, and Vancouver have been playing Breaking Simulator. You think they got the repetitions in at this point, but maybe we have dialed in the defense. Rancor cut down Metals. There from the trades. The pinch is in Real. Well, he makes sure he cleans house. And with the Breaking Simulator performance, it is still just a 10-point game.
Neptune just jumped over Real's head.
Happens.
He's now running through mid-map.
Okay, Shotzi.
Real's got himself in a weird spot indeed. Can he get another one here? He sure can.
Oh my
3
God.
dead, a 5 spree. Back to P1 we go.
Yeah, and they got control of the right side of the map as well. Heretics, the mini-map has always been looking fantastic. They need to milk themselves just a little bit more time. Kills being exchanged on the map. 0-4 is still the problem. The multi-kill machine, and he does it while getting time.
Chilling on side. The stick, no need. His teammates get kills as well. Neptune, can't keep the top side of the map safe, and now the Heretics are in P1. 20 seconds to go here. The battle for P2 taking place as well. Nasty gets in there, loses the duel to Rancor.
Dude, Nasty's, 17 and 24 because he's having to sprint in every single hill with an AR. It has been brutal. Either way, though, for the final 10 seconds on the time, Abuza wants to get it. You're just doing shit damage at this point. You want to collect any bit of scrap you can because, as is tradition, Miami Heretics win the rotation.
It's their rotation over doors too. Usual spots. Oh dear, Real wins another one. Can't get the second kill. Nasty now fighting his way through Vineyard. Up close and personal towards time. Neptune somehow from the brink, pulls a kill away. We're over 200 points.
And as long as he's alive, he's going to be a problem. He's buying his teammates the space, and they're looking for the break. 0-4 taking the water out, but as Neptune falls, everyone else a little slow.
It's slow and steady from Surge. They're trying to do this as cleanly as possible. 0-4 with the intel. Can't get anything out of the life of Boozer through the front door. The draw snap from Rencor. Good. 2 members up for Heretics here. Nep gets 1. Nep's done. Heretics hold.
You got to contest as well. You got to get in for at least a little bit of this time, and it's going to be a desperation effort just to try to make it through. But Miami not giving them an inch of space. If you contest, though, you at least force the rotation a new time. But look at the rotation, and look who's going to win it again. Miami Heretics running away with Hacienda.
And that was it. This is going to be game 5. 0-4 knew what was on the cards. He knew he had to make a run. He spawned in from behind. Final 10 seconds. There's the contest. Heads up from Real. Wins the first. Can't win the second. It's not over yet.
They didn't block the back spawn. A moment of opportunity in Whimsy, but look at how these kills are rolling through. There is nothing you can do. Heretics own Hacienda. We're going to a game 5.
An electrifying 5th and final map in this series. We will be treated to, fans. Frustration there from our hardpoint heroes, Vancouver Surge, but unable to keep up with the mighty Heretics, as Hacienda has just been their map all season long.
And when I mentioned that Rencor is the most consistent hardpoint player we have in the league, it is, if you're looking at the stats, the 30 bomb plus in the 3K damage plus, he is the most consistent AR in the game. Once again, a 30 bomb, once again near 4K damage, and he does it with 1:45 in time. That man, that rookie of the year, is an absolute guarantee. And they deliver. And of course, when you win every single rotation on the map, it helps.
It certainly helps. Well, the one they lost, man, that was a big one from Surge. The game flow will show just that. What a race this was. That final P2, the difference maker. As the Heretics march towards the 250, they guarantee themselves one more lifeline here in the tournament, but a game 5. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, to red card. To decide it all, to decide who makes their way towards the final match of the day and who goes home. Boy, what a tournament this one has been. What a tournament. Well, folks, a quick commercial break. On the other side of this one, we're going to be playing our final map of this series. Game 5, Miami Heretics, Vancouver Surge. Winner moves on, loser goes home.
The Scuff Call of Duty collection is $30 off this weekend only. Visit scuff.co/CDL to upgrade your game with a Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Now the Ravens battle, the final 5 moments for them now. What a turnaround, what a tournament. Carolina survive. Optic Texas go home.
Game 5 is the party is just starting here at Champs. Our penultimate match of the night. We're going to go one more map here to decide who advances forwards. Vancouver Surge or Miami Heretics. Who do you think, chat? Give me a 1. No, I don't agree with that. How you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling good. I can't imagine how the players on the stage feel, though, right? A red card, it is a very slow-played map. It is very intense. Every single first blood has massive implications. And this is it. This is hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. This is the continuation, hunting for that championship ring. And, of course, you got to play another series after this as well. Got to keep the heartbeat low. Do your meditation, whatever you need. Red card will deliver.
Yeah, you're going to play a very, very angry Boston after this one. Our loser will go home, sadly. They will not be tasting glory here at Champs, but what a run both our teams have made. Crazy, crazy stuff. But as I say, folks, we're not finished yet. Game 5. 2 teams with a little bit of history. Well, they started the tournament against each other. Of course, the Heretics won it the first time round. It's never easy to beat the same team twice in a single tournament. The Vancouver Surge, calm, composed. They found themselves in finals before. There was nothing quite like Champs. They've still got plenty to get through before that.
And this is the culmination of thousands of maps that you are playing over and over and over, grinding for months to be able to deliver in a moment like this. Vancouver on red card, we know that they can deliver the goods. They have gotten better on this map every single month, every single series they play. Neptune's got the spots. He's jumping on top of doors over towards the B site. We got guys like Super dialed in for the clutches as well. No mistakes can be made on a map like this. These 2 teams right now are at their very best.
We've seen plenty of red cards so far in this tournament. It is a methodical map. 2 bomb sites of very, very different flavors. One salty, one sweet. We'll let you be the judge of which is which as the game progresses and which of our teams prefer to go for it. But for now, man, just, forget how to feel. This is going to be a nervy match. The Vancouver Surge, who won that finals more than anything. And for the rookies, the Miami Heretics, have yet to taste that kind of tension. Here we go. Vancouver Surge on the attack first, and out we go towards the A bomb site. Not a trophy system to be found. Here come the goods.
Oh, here come the nades. They dodge them, but now without taking a little bit of damage, going to get backed away. And this is the perfect round 1 defensive setup coming in from Miami, and Metals looking to be the first one to strike, but you come at 0-4, you can't miss. He gets the first blood.
Probably a nade with the color from Neptune. Oh, it's a lovely nade indeed. It's now a 4v2. Neps forward. He's got Super dead to rights. We've seen the way Vancouver like to play this map. They like to get in towards the A-bomb site quick and aggressive. Super deals with 1/2 of the issue here. Neptune's still on the move. There's the trades. Real, 1v3. Good luck, mate.
We're all choking here. Can't choke this one, though. Don't give away 3v1. You've done all the hard work. Do not let Real clutch. And I think with the guy getting space in the back line, he's threaded the needle.
Oh, my God.
But he can't read the second guy, and the demon fight continues. But if you're one shot, Neptune ain't going to lose that one. A beautifully calibrated first round. Heretics had the right idea. They landed every single nade over towards those steps. When they didn't get the kill, the response was quick and imminent. Neptune good for 2.
And Neptune, for the folks who haven't seen all of Vancouver Surge's games this week, he's good in the 1v1s, especially around those steps. He took Hydra to task, and nearly everyone he comes across, when you go toe to toe, it ain't easy with that guy. Round 2, here we go. Heretics on offense.
And it's going to be an interesting puzzle to see how Heretics try to solve it. A triple stack on the B side on the defensive end, and they're squaring up. We're looking for the chow. We're looking for the aggression. Metals is going to meet them. Nades being exchanged in the first blood. 0-4, almost assuredly going to fall, or slows him down.
There you go, finally. Wow, we had to throw the kitchen sink at him there, but then it was a frag grenade from Rencor.
Number 2 on the minimap is taking space. If you wrap this bomb back over towards A, Abuza, he's going to be there to meet you.
Oh, here comes the bomb. Abuza says hi, but Metals just a little bit too friendly with his greeting. He takes care of business now. A 2v4, shoes on the other foot, this time for the Heretics. Rencor trying to check out the A-bomb site. Anybody home? Where are the remaining Surge players? They're making a bit of a run here. Nasty's going out and about. Oh wait, Neptune. Okay, he's at the bomb site.
He's got the bomb down. He's spotted though. And Rancor doesn't drop him. You get the trades, but now a 1v2 opportunity for Nasty.
Do they have intel on Nasty? They don't know where he is either.
And Nasty knows he had the bomb down today.
They're going to double back. Right into Nasty. Oh! Shiver me timbers. Heretics get on the board.
Yeah, if you've ever experienced being Cameron in Call of Duty, you know how demonic that little one pump can be. Every single bullet connects in at Peaker's advantage. It reigns supreme. Nice bounce back round, tied up 1-1, but Vancouver Surge, they made him work for it. 0-4 gets first blooded. That would have been a 2v4 clutch. And if Super does not win that gunfight, his teammate was not there for the support. Oh, what could have been, but just the first 2 rounds. Offense paying off.
Long way to go. First to 6, search and destroy. But you already knew that. The clang of frag grenades. Oh, a big stun right to the face of 0-4.
And Super's got the good cross. Super's got the cheeky corner. He's going to see every single player. They check it though. Oh! Isolated.
That's unbelievable. Neptune gets the final kill, but again, lots of intel passed out there. That's going to bring the rest of the Heretics forward. Will it matter? Oh, it does indeed. The trades are complete, and now Abuza alone.
And his position might be unknown. He is not trapped in the bottom of the stage.
They have no idea. But they're going to run this together. Rencor and Real. The timing might be great. Oh, he's standing up. He's standing up, folks. He's standing up. They're going to just gut him. And they do indeed, the Heretics. An immediate bounce back. Man advantage. And despite Neptune's 6-2, Heretics have the lead.
Vancouver is not a team I expect to be one-dimensional, but even on the dealership, they were just endlessly going towards the A site over and over and over, even when it wasn't paying off. We've seen them this weekend. They're constantly working the A site over and over and over. Round 1, it paid off. We know their aggression. Send the SMGs over through P2, get to those back steps, get in those back pillars, try to be a nuisance. Heretics 2 for 2 on the defensive end are stacking up that site. They're prepared for it. Obviously easier said than done, but they get away with one there.
I love one thing about that defensive stack when when they're looking towards the A-bomb site. They're doing it fast to do it together. And it's such fluid gameplay. There's not a lot of static moments so far from the Heretics. Are they up towards B this time around, or is it a fake with the trophies? We'll find out. Still got Real on the A side of the map. His reconnaissance, what will it yield?
Neptune's got the spot again. So difficult to root out. So atypical as well. He's the only player I've seen do it.
He's a pain in the ass, man. Metals is going to creep forward. This is an awkward scoosh. Can we get a free count? Look at that. What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, now we're talking.
That's comedy.
Whoa, we get it. Wow, first blood that is.
Yeah, and that's bomb down. And then we'll check this corner. Yeah, the corner is diabolical. So is the spots. Vancouver Surge, they're using the goods. Rencor and Super, though, it is the classic rookie duo looking for the club.
And they're going to fly it to this one. They're going to send it. Bang the doors, bit of bait and switch, and why not, folks? There's a pinch developing right now, and Abuza might be the man to seal the round. Oh boy, but what do you know? Nasty now chases Rencor to the grave. Surge equalize.
Yeah, and again, this is a homework game. Neptune, we've seen him use that spot a few times, but Heretics not quite prepared for it. Calls through the first blood. Everybody else starts to get jumpy, and Abuza nice and patient in his corner as well. Now for me, the big question, Vancouver, do they want to mix things up, or do they want to get back at it over towards the A site? Or are we going to scooch our way into a first blood?
I think Metals might have worms. That might be what's going on there. I'm no doctor. I'm no vet. But at 2-2, tactical scoosh did not pay off. Vancouver on the attack.
Maybe a slight adjustment, working through the middle of the map, and maybe a ticket hit to B. So there you go, Vancouver Surge trying to get a little bit mixy. Throw in a splash of creativity, still making noise on the A side, but you can see Heretics game plan. They triple stacked A again. They were prepared for it. And now we're playing mind games.
Oh, Neptune, yeah, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong.
Where's 0-4 at? Died.
He's dead, mate. Man advantage Heretics.
And the A site wide open, but a man down. They are not feeling particularly confident. Neptune finds a kill of his own. Metals does get sniffed out, but Heretics right now, a triple pinch rolling through. This is Abuza's responsibility.
Good news now then, all below him. He's hearing glass, he's hearing noise, so again, Com's going to be there. That is not going to change the plant position for Nasty, who's got to get towards stage. Great work from Abuza. A massive advantage right now, and oh, yeah, mate, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. A crack of the door. And what a retreat, Super! 2v2.
This is, again, the rookies always in these spots for the clutch. Not a lot of time to work with.
This is getting checked, though. There's no way Rencor doesn't check this. Yeah, too late, mate. He gets checked himself. 1v1 with 20 seconds on it. Nasty as a post-plant position and a supreme piece of cover. Here comes Super with no time whatsoever. Surge take the lead.
And again, a lovely adjustment has been the theme in my mind for Vancouver Surge. You had Heretics, again, triple stacking that A site, prepared for that relentless aggression. This time they slow the pace down, and even with 0-4 getting first blooded, they identified Metals in his corner as well, and then Abuza does his job perfectly. Vancouver Surge now, the extra edge on the map. Heretics forced to respond.
Again, the response has always been pretty good. Both our teams making the reads and really working around each other so well. Heretics on the attack this time around. We're going to see how they direct the bomb. Strong line here from Surge. Very much Old Faithful here on Red Card. It's been the same way all season long. And Real getting well up in their grill. Doesn't destroy the trophy, doesn't give that information to them. Oh, what a hop that was. He's made it. He's in. He could get very much involved from here, but there's so many Surge players. What a rebuttal this is. No catch, great nade, trades are on, and it's all down to Rencor.
And he just planted a bomb. They know where he is. Best of luck with this one, brother.
Wait a minute. That's a nice kill. That would have been sensational, but Surge. An incredibly swift decision to attack the A bomb site, and that is going to be a 2-round advantage.
Yeah, Heretics tried to big brother him. They tried to take the strat from him. You want to go the aggression through P2. Well, we already know Abuza, incredibly polite, asks his teammates for help, and they respond. Everybody wraps back, and look at the arrows on the mini-map. Oh. Everyone from Vancouver is here, and Abuza got the help that he needed. A great execution in a 4-2 lead for Heretics. This round might just be everything. And they're making the adjustment. It is no longer the triple stack on the A site. They're ready to square up towards the middle of the map. And for Heretics, they've read it right.
Oh, we're doing it. We're throwing down. Throwing down in the concourse. Slow things down a little bit here. Neptune, pump the brakes. There's an RCXD to play with as well. A couple of those on Red Card have been iconic throughout the season. And Real, oh good God, it's a little bit nervy gunfight. Reinforcement's going to be here for the trade. Can't get away with his life. Anyone can bring down Neptune? Is anyone man enough? Oh, but 0-4 gets his. It's a 4v2.
Big man delivers. Now you got a 4v2. Rencor and Super again, as is tradition in the clutch. Red, though, tags up in Abuza. You're never going to read this. Super gunned down. Vancouver Surge, no stranger to a grand finals. 1 round away, and they get a square up in the top 3 land.
All right, it's match point.
What a tournament these guys have had. From losers, round 1, and Heretics is the team that put them there.
There's one thing we know about Surge. It might take a whole season. It might take a weekend. But they're good to get their licks back. Heretics, this is it. This is your champs. Let's see what you've got. RC in play. It's not Neptune's. Whirring away in the background. It has forced those players out of position. In mid-map, Real. An awkward gunfight, a trophy system. And here comes the insurmountable wave of Surge players.
I mean, he's trapped. He needs help. Super's going to try to cover him over, and at least he escapes.
He gets away with his life. That is unbelievable. 0-4 finds a kill, though. Nasty.
Hello?
Where? His barrel must have been completely covering Real there. 3v3.
That's a little fame moment. 3v3, though, as you say. Abuza, opportunity on the pinch. 2 players in front of Real.
Keep your head down, mate. Abuza's looking for the pinch here. A bomb site planted.
The pitch is on. Real strikes, finds at least one out of this one, 2v2. Albuz has gone for the widest of wide flanks. He'll come to play in a moment. Metals knows something's up. Neptune gagging for the 1v1.
So patient. They got the drop. They got the intel.
Now you have the positioning. Metals, what a win!
Wow.
And the Heretics give us 5-3.
If we have learned anything about this Miami Heretics team this year, these guys are competitors. Doesn't matter how down they are, they will fight back time and time again. Champs is exhausting though. How much gas do they have in the tank?
They need 3 rounds in a row to best Vancouver. Surge, it's a simple one and done.
And if I'm Vancouver, this might be the time to go back to Old Faithful and run it down over towards A. They might have different ideas in the middle of the map for the moment. A little bit of presence being shown.
Still an option. It's still an option from here.
There is no rush.
Purely suppression there from 04. Keep that red dot on the cards right now. Keep the Heretics formation tight. That 2-2 looking good right now.
We're creeping up as well.
Oh, easy nasty. You took a lot there. He's still on his feet. And that might be the go button. They're pulling as much as they can from the A site. Rancor. Caught napping, gets away with his life. Metal shows face, gets first.
Unreal. How do you reposition? Now you're grouped up together. You do it bomb in hand. You're going to try to go through mid. Neptune's going to be desperate. He's going to get traded. The help is going to be here in Abuza for a 1v3.
He's been spotted out. And that's the pressure. That's the response from the Heretics. 5-4.
Cool, calm, and composed. The Heretics players have spoken about it time and time again. Super has transformed their S&D gameplay. He is the shot caller. He is there for the final kill. A ton of credit for Metals for that first blood as well. But 2 rounds in a row, and Heretics, they need 2 more. Vancouver Surge, a 5-2 lead in S&D. So close to victory. They need to close out.
Dangled debate, the Heretics have none of it. Swapping sides now, Heretics on the attack. Bomb in hand, it will be Rancor, the carrier. Trophies through the middle of the map, and quick stun check, nobody home. Aggression from Surge.
He's moving through the middle of the map. Zuma would love it.
Glass shatters around them, give you a tiny bit of intel there.
And now he's in the perfect position. He's just waiting for the players to rotate back over towards B. Real, once he gets the comm, or once they go in front of him, he is in prime position.
Does he have eyes on the player above? Oh, he doesn't. Here comes the attack. Surge, fighting forward. No damage dealt. Unbelievable. 3v3. And with moves like Jagger, Real is alive.
Oh, and he's a distraction. You get the bomb down, even in a 2v2, you can hold off the site. And Real's buying so much time. They're trying to chase him. They have lost track of this man. And by the time you find it, you don't have time to deal with them. You need to get the kill instantly. And now, the 2v2. Metals and Super trying to hold on.
Real, the martyr, 30 seconds. He pulled them as far away from the bomb site as possible. Here we go. B-bomb. In we have it. Metals by the buffet. Trying to starve Surge. Doors banging.
No time.
They've pulled them all over the place. You have been stretched so thin, but it is a desperation. It is a sneaky moment from 04, and it is a round 11. Shenanigans be damned. From 5-2 to 5-5.
And we're hopping the bomb as if they're not going to check it. That is nerves on one side of the stage, and that is composure on the other. Make no mistake, everybody on that stage, their hearts are thumping. A 5-2 lead, but it all comes down to this final round. Heretics on the attack.
The 2025 season, final moments now, final round. No more tricks, no more illusions. It's time to do this, and we're going to the B-bomb site.
Hit it, I love it. It is the Spanish way. Run it down.
Running it down in a big way. Neptune on the close corner. The shatter of glass. The connection of concussions. and the crack of a door. Who will strike first? Nep singes his eyebrows, and he gets away with a reposition. 0-4 guns up. First blood. Keeps his head down, stays alive. Heretics now pressing forward. Can they finally kill Neptune? All down to Super. The season is over. There's one thing Vancouver Surge will do, whether it takes a season or a weekend, they get the lick back. They best compose themselves. Boss and Breach are weighing in the wings. Ooh la la. Commiserations to the Heretics. What unbelievable battle. What a show they put on for us here at Champs. They will be remembered, and we will see them later on this year. But for now, the season is done. And Surge, compose yourselves, truly. Breathe that fire out of your lungs. And get ready for your next game.
And commiserations to Miami Heretics. They had a wonderful tournament. Fan favorites as well. A special team. So much fun to watch. That 5-2. That comeback would have been something spectacular. Ultimately, not enough gas in the tank. Here's another look at the round 11, where the composure just enough. 0-4, unbelievable. His teammates have to dip out of the sight. He gets the kill, he survives, and he turns this into chaos. And around the dance, his teammates deliver. Abuza, dipping, diving in, doing absolutely everything. Neptune in for the kill. The composure when they needed it. A hell of a map played there by Vancouver. And 0-4 might have been 6-10. That stat line doesn't necessarily look great. It is the 7 assists that he had in the 3 first bloods, including the crucial one in the round 11. Efficiency from the team down the line. That is one hell of a game that just got played.
Unbelievable. Heretics heartbroken. Not the result they were looking for, but they should absolutely hold their heads incredibly high. Wow, what a tournament. Nothing quite goes the way they